My grandfather died believing that Jesus Christ would return in his lifetime. And he had a whole bunch of verses all piled up to say, this is why. Why should we believe that Jesus is going to return? It's been so long. Make no mistake about it, the flood did not look like your nursery walls with cool animals and people smiling and everything. This was the judgment of God because people had sinned against God for all existence, pretty much since the beginning of creation. And so this was a judgment that God said, okay, Noah, build this ark. And he's building and building and building for 100 years. He's 500 when he gets the order, and he's 600 when the flood finally comes. What do you think people were saying for 100 years as he's building this ark? They're saying, this is never going to happen. And this is exactly what the Bible says in 2 Peter chapter 3. Knowing this, first of all, that scoffers will come in the last days with scoffing, following their sinful desires. They will say, where is the promise of his coming? For ever since the fathers slept, all things are continuing as they were from the beginning of creation. For they deliberately overlooked the fact that the heavens existed long ago, and the earth was formed out of water, and through water by the word, and that by means of these the world that then existed was deluged with water and perished. But by the same word, the heavens and the earth that now exist are stored up for fire, being kept until the day of judgment and destruction of the ungodly. But do not overlook this one fact, beloved, that with the Lord, one day is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as a day. The Bible promises that there's going to be a lot of people that don't believe that Jesus will return, that there will ever be a judgment day. And that's what you hear in the world today. And so just because Jesus said 2,000 years ago, I'm coming back, and it hasn't happened yet, doesn't mean it's not going to happen.